the weird and wonderful is what when you first come into the space, like it's addicting. It's so wild, and everything is a discovery process and needs to be built from the ground up. But then you're right, as it sort of moves into just renewing and rinsing, repeat, it a lot of times the changes are really minor. It's like, oh, we're gonna buy a little bit more cover this year. We're gonna move the deductible a little bit, or you sort of once you've solved it the first time, the excitement can sort of drift away. And then again, as you said, if you're really into the numbers, and that's where maximizing income, as you said, is the something that really interests you. It's a different audience versus that initial problem solving broker. And
yeah, absolutely. Well, and how's it with you with Superseed then? You're going to suddenly get bored of it. Once you've solved it, you're going, and it's just renewals and just subscription prices and people moaning about service levels and whatever.
There was I was talking to an early employee at Intercom yesterday, and he was sort of saying that for the first 6 years of the Intercom roadmap, it was like there was so much demand for all these additional things that they just had to sort of slowly just put them in line and chip away at them, and there's so much pull from the market for what they were doing. And I think there's a very similar feeling for us where we have so much to do that it's like we'll do that thing for now, and that thing is moving, and we'll chip away and add the next thing, and we'll chip away. And so there's a huge amount of pull, and our customers sort of building us our backlog and our priority roadmap. So
well, I remember on the podcast I went through all the skeptical questions I thought I had to ask, and you answered all of them. Because it's what you're trying to do is really difficult.
Mm-hmm.
So hats off to you, and I hope you succeed, actually, because it's a net good for everybody. The point is that someone has to do this, because there's no point having 4, 5 main reinsurance brokers all with their own systems and spending millions on something. It's like you and I going and spending millions on our own version of Excel because we don't quite like Microsoft's version. I mean, come on, it's like just deal with it, because it's perfectly good for what you need it to do, to add up a load of stuff and do your accounts. It's so
great to hear.
I think you should do it. No, I'm really in favour of it, because it's just a net benefit for the reinsurance industry.